Hello, and welcome again to the Tiffany Show.
The Tiffany Show.
It was actually throwing up in her mouth that made me laugh. To my right, it's Marnie. Hi.
Marnie.
What's up, Marnie?
Woo, we love Marnie.
And then to my left, I don't know, some loser showed up. Ashley.
Ashley.
Who brought another loser?
The sisterly love is real. Let me
Who
tell
brought
you.
another loser with her? Tim. Hi, Tim.
Hey.
Oh, I didn't get to bring my thing.
Okay.
Dang.
Like
I don't even know what things are. Whatever.
Wait, I talked to you about it yesterday.
way number 732 that Rob is better than you intros.
Oh no, I've already mentioned that a few
she's
times.
not even done. Quit
I'm not
interrupting.
even done. And then we've got John,
Hey,
At least you
the
got
resident narcissist.
the resident narcissist. But
Yes.
they cooked a great pork butt. Was that
Oh
pork
my
butt?
gosh.
Yes.
That
That's a
pork was
butt.
amazing.
It's because that's
Holy
what
cow.
narcissists do. They make pork for their friends.
So up until this episode, I
And-
used to
and
refer to
send them-
John as the most professional among us. Now I'm just going to call him the most narcissist among us.
I mean,
Exactly.
you know what? And the one that will sit there and go through Kroger and give us screenshot pictures of every damn thing he puts in his buggy to make sure that we don't get sick.
Well, I wanted to make sure there was nothing with milk. There was nothing with pineapple because you guys have food allergies. So, I mean, it's only right.
Yeah.
Take
And
care of my friends
we
because that's what
appreciate
narcissists
that.
do.
And because that's what narcissists do.
You know what? I
They care for
swear.
their friends.
I swear, as I was walking through Kroger today, picking up things for dinner for y'all, people were whispering. They were saying, "There's that guy. There's that narcissist. He beats his wife. Can you believe it? He's abusive."
Ashley, what
Narcissist.
were you saying about Kroger yesterday?
They
You
were
just couldn't
whispering.
believe.
Oh, what, that he should have.
No, about Kroger. Everybody thinks it's like a social hub in Midlothian
It is.
now.
Oh, yeah.
Kroger? Really?
Yeah, why not? Every time I go to
the
Kroger,
hell?
I run into people I know.
Well, because it's like
That's you. That has nothing to do with Kroger.
it's Kroger, but like also like Kroger.
Well, it's because they, you know what? Well, they chase you around Kroger whenever you're there. They're you run
Because you
from
hide from
everybody.
them.
You know, you go from hiding in the freezer section
Yeah,
to
yeah.
turning pineapples upside down in the produce section.
It's social for him, though, because there's pitchforks and
Torches.
Torches.
People going. "Bleh." So.
All right, so we've had an
So what
eventful
are
week,
the
right?
so what
We
are the
have.
symptoms of narcissistic personality
Yeah, do we have the
disorder?
literary reading?
I have a definition.
The first one,
Ashley
the first
does.
symptom might be sense of self-importance.
Its personality qualities include thinking very highly of oneself, needing admiration, believing others are inferior, and lacking empathy for others. As clearly displayed by everything we've talked about thus far.
This is
Oh,
hilarious.
so that
I
empathy
think
about-
highly of John. He honestly,
Well,
he
you're a
do-
narcissist.
I often have to correct him. Like he doesn't think highly enough of himself, and
I don't.
I
That's
have to.
totes fair.
I have to correct him on that.
You know, a lot of times I'm not worthy to be in y'all's presence.
That's not fair.
Not even wrong.
Oh dear.
No.
So apparently, this was a very exciting week on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
We had I was accused of being. Tim and I were accused of being
100%.
narcissists and self-important. And what else were we? Oh, the two most
wouldn't know.
arrogant guys
I
in
can't. I can't see it. And I
the
don't
two
even
most
pay attention
arrogant
to that
guys
stuff.
in Midlothian. We are we're the most hated men in town.
You know what? I will say a lot of those people I don't agree with on multiple levels. However, there are a few that keep it to the facts for the most part. A few.
So okay, I know where
And-
you're going with this, and
Yep.
I won't disagree. I will say that a lot of times the people that you're wanting to, give a little shout out to, a little virtual fist bump.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes the biggest problem is just that they're wrong, or I'm sorry, but like they're mistaken, or they have bad
Yeah.
information, and they're not open to hearing you.
They're mistaken, have bad information, and won't clarify.
But they don't
or
take
go,
it personal. So that's I
yeah,
think
yeah.
what we want to call out.
And when
is
I say
people
take it
who
personal,
can have disagreements without making it personal.
Yeah, and I don't mean taking it personal on themselves. I mean they don't take the argument personal. I'm happy to argue with anybody any old day of the week.
Yeah,
But,
I don't really like arguing with people. You know,
fair.
this whole
Tiffany
thing.
and I argue all the time.
We'll take
Well, yeah,
care of
I
it.
know that, but this whole thing started with the Facebook. I just posted a picture of Tim and I holding our coffees and smiling, saying,
thought that was
"We're
the-
signing autographs."
Is that what that picture was?
Yeah, because everyone always says that Tim spends so much time Starbucks. I went up there to meet Tim at Starbucks, and I figured, hey, we're here.
You
know,
we're here
y'all
signing
weren't there
autographs.
when I came by. Damn y'all.
Oh, but that was a major slander point right there. Everyone attacked us.
Yeah, the last week or two, I've been in the office in Dallas more than usual. But most mornings, you can find me at Starbucks generally from like 9 to 11.
Yeah, and I can tell you right now firsthand that Tim is not a narcissist. He may talk over you all the time, but to be fair, he's not a narcissist.
See what you did there.
No,
He's
I just
not.
have this thing when something comes to my mind, it just jumps out my mouth. So
That's called
I have that
ADHD.
problem. Well-
and, they make medications for that.
And therapies.
And therapies and coping mechanisms and tools.
I'm doing that right now. I'm coping.
Yeah,
With your Waterloo,
and I was.
your coping mechanism doesn't really work that well.
My Texas sparkling water.
Go Texan.
So anyway, I made a really funny face, goofy face, and
Yeah.
now I'm ugly and I'm a wife beater. So, Marnie, tell everybody how I beat you regularly.
Oh my gosh.
I want to know why he's still alive because honestly,
We know Marnie, and if John ever was to try that, I'm not sure we'd be talking with John right now.
is he your fourth husband? Is that what it is? And the other three in the back?
No, he is my second, and
The first one was a narcissist.
The first is, yes, very much so, and still is to this day. Because that
That
doesn't
doesn't change usually.
And he can tell you what I told him on close to our first date. You want to tell him what I told you?
Oh God, I can't even remember. No, I don't remember. You have to remind me.
I think it was our first date, and I was giving him the drill. I want a boyfriend. I don't need one. I make my own money. I don't need yours. I don't need a man. I want one, right? And I said, and if you ever raise your hand at me, I'll shoot you.
Yeah, she did that. I can remember.
I will
that.
shoot you dead. Do not ever lay a hand on me.
Not to be a narcissist, but do we have the same nails?
Yeah. We got our Tarleton nails going on.
Wow, you guys do have the same nails.
You forgot the sparklies,
I didn't
though.
do the sparklies, but not to be a narcissist. You were talking with your hands, and I was like, wait.
Yeah, I'm pretty talkative with my hands.
I don't know what you're talking
about. There are some
about.
people on Facebook that they don't have boundaries. They feel free to make accusations that are just totally false, and the same
and read
people-
whatever they want to into things.
Oh yeah, that's
Words that aren't even there. You're like, that is not what I said.
Yeah,
But-
there's a lot of people that
Yeah.
will try and say that you said something and that just wasn't the case.
So for the record, guys, my husband has never put his hands on me, nor will he ever, or
he's still living.
y'all won't see him on the next podcast. FYI. So, anyway,
A real man doesn't touch a woman.
that's right.
Doesn't belittle her.
And
Doesn't mentally abuse her.
this man worships the ground I walk on. And
But you know what? It goes both ways.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, we both have mutual respect for each other, and we both work hard.
Yeah.
I don't live off of other people, contrary to popular
one of
belief.
Midlothian's worst kept secrets is how wonderful you guys are. Honestly, I think John would prefer that he have an air of hardness around him, and that he be intimidating or something like that. But he is just a gigantic softie and just a lovable dude, and he loves his wife deeply and shows it constantly. And Marnie, the amount of time that I've spent with you and gotten to know you, it continually impresses me what a wonderful heart you have for others.
Thank you.
Truly, I see the both of them just helping others constantly.
But the
constantly.
right. But what I get very defensive of is when people start cutting at you and Tiffany or any of my friends really. But here lately it's been you, because you had to make a couple decisions to ban a couple people off of a popular site.
Yeah.
It's not that you did this to be vindictive or be an asshole. You did it because they violated the fucking rules.
Yeah, there's that.
Oh,
and
my
then-
favorite is when they come back around and try to say that he violated the rules.
Oh yeah, and what
And
they
then,
do is
like-
then they show you the rules and they highlight the rules, which the rules what they broke had nothing to do with the rule that they're trying to say that they didn't break.
Here's the
I see
thing:
that now.
the recent big one that's been going around running her mouth. The reality is she didn't contribute anything productive to any group.
All she brought was controversy.
No, she just ran
bitching.
around trolling people and trying to pick fights, and it's
like they did with us the other day.
Yeah. But you know what? If you want to do that, I mean, you're free to. You just won't be doing it in Midlothian Talk.
Well, and they won't be doing it in the other ones that I run. But I can tell you right now, and I'm looking straight at you, you are a coward. You know who you're talking about because you blocked all of us today. You're a coward, Miss Amy Classman.
Oh, geez.
Here we go.
Oh, now we're calling people out by name.
No, I'm calling her out because she is a coward.
Name. That's by name. All right, so we've gotten that off our chest,
All
right?
Now let's get back on to the show.
All right, so how many minutes are we in? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? Actually,
exactly 10.
10 minutes. All right. So we had
So
a
what's
little
happening
bit of,
this Friday? Tomorrow?
I don't know. What is
Well,
happening?
Midlothian Parks and Rec presents the award-winning
right.
Summer Beats concert series.
Let's not even pretend like we need to know who it is because every Friday they got something, right?
Yes, every Friday.
3
Really?
free family-friendly concerts held at community parks, Art Perard Memorial Amphitheater.
How much?
Lift one
How
up for
much does
art.
it cost? Cheers.
Zero.
Cheers.
Free?
Free 50.
Free for free? Free?
Free 50. Yes.
Free
99.
It's included. It's
go.
included with
And
your
with your
city
taxes.
taxes.
I like to say that a lot. COVID vaccinations and COVID tests were not free.
They were included.
They're included with citizenship.
Yep. The first concert on June 16th will welcome back Midlothian's own Amanda Kate Ferris, country singer-songwriter.
Now-
she is actually a really sweet
She's
lady.
really good.
And she
my
is
goodness.
good.
Met her at Pat Farrell's backyard party.
Her
Yeah,
husband,
do you?
isn't her
She
husband
is-
a Midlothian police officer?
Oh, I
Or
think he
firefighter.
said firefighter is what he said. I thought.
Okay.
I thought he said firefighter. Why don't
I'm
you
not
just
sure if it's
call?
Midlothian.
Why don't you just call Pat real quick?
Well, okay, so her husband is a public servant. I couldn't remember if it's with Midlothian or not.
Oh yeah, that part doesn't matter.
And I think he is a cop, but she's a really sweet, humble lady. I mean, she's absolutely beautiful. She looks like somebody who wouldn't give you the time of day, honestly. But no, she's just as friendly as anybody else.
And she can absolutely rip Carrie Underwood like I ain't never seen. Oh my gosh.
Well, I mean, Carrie's an Okie, right?
Yes.
So that makes sense.
I'm just gonna call out that this particular concert is sponsored by Sunrider, local.
Brand new out of the business park.
Yep. They about 2 months ago did the ribbon cutting. Was it something like that? Anyway, they're here in
I think you're thinking of
Midlothian.
the other one.
They're a beauty and health products manufacturer. They're also a pretty big employer. So if you are looking for a job, make sure you have your resume with them, as they're constantly hiring.
Let's move on from that. And hello, we've got Tim. Did you really put that you got a free Chick-fil-A sandwich on Sunday? Like, come on.
For Father's Day,
Free Chick-fil-A sandwich, yes.
Chick-fil-A is giving away free sandwiches only to fathers
Only the fathers, yes.
on Father's Day.
And they're
What
coming
a-
in just to cook for y'all.
That's the whole
Yeah,
point. Yeah, no. Mm-mm. All right, but wait, no. What else happens? I think, is it tomorrow? It is on Saturday too. What else happens on Saturday? We get a new smoothie shop again in the same place that Smoothie Plus was, but it's Midlow Smoothie.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
owned by Paul Cruz, right?
Cruz,
From
yeah.
Cruz Barbecue in Maypearl.
Oh,
I think so. I believe it is, yes.
is
Was
it?
that Cruise
Yeah.
Barbecue we had?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They did
so
not
yeah.
have a great allergy menu.
Well, you're a little hard to cook for.
No, I'm not. Dairy. Just don't put dairy in. It's a top 5 allergen.
Cheese, no
That's
cheese,
dairy.
no dairy. Well,
I didn't like
to me,
cheese before I
cheese is
figured
his
it
own
out
food
either.
group. I mean, come on.
But I didn't like cheese before I figured it out.
Oh, okay.
But I think it was my body telling me, like, hey, this isn't good for you.
That's fair.
Well, you can take lactate.
Okay, that only worked 24 hours later. I still had a food baby the whole day. Do you know how
Okay.
bad that sucks when you're walking around Disney with a food baby?
For those that don't know, Tiffany and her husband, to celebrate their anniversary while their kids were away at camp, took about a week and went to Disney by themselves.
And the food you
On
you
the
were
way
posting
to
was
the
amazing.
airport, we stopped at a local place that serves drinks that we all love.
Refreshments, even.
Yep. And so her normal order is with a, what is
Excuse
it?
me,
It's a non-milk. It's
a grande iced
The grande mocha choco bullshit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
With oat milk and no whip.
Yeah, so she
You
likes
put
oat
an
milk.
NSFW on this one.
And that's yeah. Kids, stop watching now, please, if you're still watching. No, and whoever made it, unfortunately, didn't ring that in, and she got real milk, and she only figured that out
Three-quarters of the way through it.
3/4 of the way through, almost to the airport.
Was it starting to go?
No, it's
So,
not that quick.
Emergency trip to CVS for the lactate on the way to the airport.
I was like, I
Luckily,
don't know.
There's one a block from the airport.
See, you sent me a
so-
picture of that. I thought you were just saying, "Hey, I'm gonna party this weekend by eating
No.
milk products."
No, it was, I've got no other choice. This is either several days of ending or it's going to work. And like I took 2, which is the max dose. It was only like 30 minutes after. And it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. It wasn't as bad as it could be.
Really?
Way to bring this show to an end.
Okay, with that, we're done.
Smoothie is Midlow Smoothie Company.
Yeah,
Yay!
looking forward to that. They're opening this Saturday, I think at 11.
11 a.m.
Yeah.
to 6 p.m.
11 to 6 this Saturday.
They are going to be closed every Sunday
You-
and Monday.
This Saturday, actually, what you might want to do is start out at the Mockingbird Nature Park for the city's nature walk. They're
It's
having
not their
that this
nature walk.
Saturday.
Reread that.
No, it is.
It's the wildflower walk.
Oh,
Thank
that's
you.
Are there
The
still
nature walk
wildflowers?
is in the winter.
Come
Yes,
see what's
probably.
blooming at Mockingbird Nature Park and take a free nature walk.
What is
That's
the
actually-
title
that's-
say?
That's the opening.
This says Wildflower Walk at Midlow at Mockingbird.
Okay. Well, go to the nature park, enjoy yourself for an hour and a half.
Get some cool plants.
Walk a half mile, and then go to Midlow Smoothie Company for lunch.
Well,
Yeah.
and when we did the winter walk, there was also, to bring it back, some coyote poop that one of the people pointed out. Yeah.
Nice.
Actually, at the winter walk, they were handing out some pretty slick swag.
Oh yeah, they tend to.
Yeah.
They tend to. It's just too early
I
for me.
won- What did I do? Oh, I need to get closer. Hello. I won a.
Y'all see the camera?
You weren't looking.
I did not say a word.
Oh no, I know you didn't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, carry on.
This is a great
Won't
episode,
finish
guys.
my-
This has gone way off the rails.
Okay,
this is not the Tiffany show. Tiffany disavows
After
this.
this episode, I think I'm not going to be able to say we have dozens of listeners anymore.
We have one listener, and it's Tim when he goes home and goes to bed.
I do. I
am
listen to the episode just to make sure we don't have any audio.
You see, when
problems.
Rob is gone, everything goes off the rails and
Oh
just
God,
haywire.
this is
He
not the
can't-
Tiffany show.
It's the Rob is absent show.
Oh, that's fair. All right, let's go back down the list. Did you see that? Okay, so downtown update. Boop, ba-doo, ba-doo, boop, boop, ba-doo, boop, boop. There's gonna be
Traffic,
some road
traffic,
closures.
It's already closed.
Well, that's fine, but like the first time that they posted the map,
Oh, yeah.
Walter even said, "Oh, that's real clear."
No,
and like I
okay,
looked
the-
at
the-
it and I
the-
couldn't
the map
tell.
The map is ridiculous. It really is.
Well,
It-
I posted, "Can we get a map compass
yeah,
at
I
least?"
saw that, but
They did put a map.
Okay, what
compass
road
on
is
it.
closed?
it's
A lot.
Seventh
Yes.
is completely closed right
What-
off of Main Street.
What's 7th Street? Where's that?
Seventh is in between the Lawson buildings. Basically,
Oh, well, that one needs to be closed anyway because that's kind of a bullshit street.
No, it's not. That's how I cut through to get around to your
That's
asses.
Oh, God.
no, so 7th Street is closed, between the Lawson buildings.
Yeah.
Both buildings are being built out for their future businesses. We've got Primo's coming into the Orange Brick Building.
Have they even got their approval to build? Because I know that was going to be a pretty big project.
Well, they got the
It's-
approval to build
yeah,
a
but
long time ago, I thought, but it's
everything up till now has been approved.
Okay, so all the
everything
plan,
that-
so they're ready to
everything that
break
they
ground
have-
and all that.
Yeah, they've put out the pictures of the refacing and all that sort of thing. So,
Yeah, and they're gonna have to get rid of all that asbestos in there too, right? I believe it had a lot of that.
I wouldn't know, but
I thought that had been tested.
Had it?
they've
Okay.
got
I
a
don't
lot
know.
going on there. Justin Crocker owns both those buildings, and he's got Primo's the same. Is it Primo's Mexican? Is that what the name of it is?
Yeah,
El
it's the same
Primo's
place as
Mex-
El
El
Primo's.
Primo's.
El Primo's, thank
It's
you.
the same one as in
it's
Mansfield.
Mexican food is delicious, so they're going to
So
be
what
opening
cousins
one.
own this thing? Do we know?
What, cousins?
Yeah, that's what El Primo is. Like, it's the cousins.
I don't know.
Well, it's just one because it's possessive, not plural.
Okay.
Well,
fair.
actually,
We got the
Anyway.
literal nerds here today.
Oh,
Yeah.
her best friend's got
So-
a master's in Spanish, so.
so
yeah.
moving forward, 7th Street's closed as they build out Primos, and they're putting the multi-tenant building together in the green building that last I heard is going to be anchored by a tap house or a
And-
brewery. So
Okay.
Well, that makes sense. Like that whole back end, but I don't know. I won't speak of things that I've only heard third hand.
Well, yeah. So 7th Street is closed for the time being. Just that one block. By now, everybody pretty much knows. It's funny to put out an announcement about something that's been this way for weeks, but
But people don't pay attention. They
8th
just probably
Street
won't
has
pay
been a
attention now.
beating, and they didn't leave anybody a lot of room, and they put out a bunch of cones, so people driving through there with trailers and big trucks are just running over all the dividers. And
Well, there
it
is
what it
absolutely no reason why a big truck with the trailer needs to go down that small street.
Never.
No,
Never.
You don't need to.
No,
There's
it's
plenty
I'm
of
not
other
talking
ways.
about like 18-wheelers. I'm talking about like pickup trucks pulling a
That's
garden
what I'm
trailer
also
or
saying
lanes.
that too.
Yeah,
There's
that's
no
fair.
reason. It doesn't need to happen.
Yeah, well, that's how everybody gets from downtown up to 67 northbound. They just drive right up 8th Street,
I
across the
don't.
bridge.
Okay.
I don't do that.
So, anyway,
I
so
usually take that.
those are
Everybody
closed.
Yeah, I know.
Generally, avoiding downtown during all this might be good. But I will say this: I have breakfast at Kim and Jenny's every Wednesday morning at 7 o'clock.
Jenny's is so good.
It is. It is.
They need longer
I was-
hours.
They said they don't need it.
Kim-
Like they do what they do.
Well, the people that like to go there need it. Not
Well,
them,
so
but we
Kim
need it.
came over during breakfast, and she was really upset. And she was upset that they closed down 7th and that they've got 8th, all kind of constricted with all the cones and all that. And she's saying that she's getting feedback from her regular customers that it's just hard to get in and out of there, and so they're not coming. And
What did they expect?
Well, yeah, and regular customers are like
It
80
is
years
what it
old
is.
too. I mean, it is kind of
Well,
difficult
it's-
for,
Aren't they
for an
there at, like,
elderly
6
person.
a.m.?
she said, well, whatever. She's saying it's hurting her business. You going to tell her otherwise?
Well, I mean, what did she expect when they said that they were going to be building a whole bunch of stuff down there?
I don't think they asked her.
Well, no, but I mean, it's only been coming for 3 or 4 years. So I mean,
Okay,
did
but-
she just expect that it wasn't going to like?
But the majority of their a good portion of their customers are elderly.
Yeah, that's fair.
I
I
can
mean,
see
I'm
that
not saying
being kind of
It is-
difficult
it
for
is a-
them.
It is a little pain to park.
It
you
is.
know,
it's
so-
always been a pain to park right now. But what I'm
And
saying,
now it's a worse pain.
well, what
yeah,
I'm
before
saying
you could
though
park across the
is,
street and walk over.
Yeah,
now,
they're-
now
they-
you can't.
did she just expect that wasn't going to happen in the 4 years we've been talking about it?
Okay, but let's say her business
No,
gets
are you saying
damaged.
she should be okay with it? She's saying it's damaging her
I'm sorry,
business.
John. What were you saying?
Well, what happens if it gets damaged to the point where she can't survive anymore?
I don't know that's going to happen necessarily, but like, yeah, I know what I mean.
Well,
I
I
feel
don't know what
bad
her
that our
bills are.
business
I
is
can
being.
tell you the last 2 Wednesdays
I don't-
that I've been there has been like when I first started going there on Wednesday mornings, 7 a.m. It was actually fairly busy. Most of the
Yeah.
tables were full.
Okay.
The last 2 weeks, there has been 1 and 2 other tables filled.
I mean, I don't know what the alternative is, but yeah, we've been talking about this for 4 years, and we've been talking about how it's going to get worse before it gets better. That's been the whole thing for a
Right,
long
right,
time.
right.
So it's not like this just snuck up. Like,
No, I get that.
It has nothing to do with it sneaking up. She's
But-
upset that she feels like her customers can't get to her business easily, and so they're not.
does she have a solution?
Yeah, give her some parking. Give her
Where?
Yeah, I mean it's kind of
Okay,
hard.
I guess.
Well, no,
I
we're
guess
not tagging.
won't-
We're
I mean,
not.
I guess we won't worry about what she thinks. I mean,
No, we are, but
yeah, I
but
mean-
what's the solution? That's what we're trying to. I mean,
no, I get.
how
it.
do you do it?
I'm just saying. Like, look, we have a local business owner who's acknowledging, like, hey,
I
my business
completely-
is being damaged by this, and let's be honest. The city's done a horrible job of managing that downtown thing. Like,
Oh,
there's
yeah, I
no
would
reason
agree.
for all those. There's no reason for all the cones in that first block of 8th Street off of Main. There's none. But they have 2 sets of cones taking up the whole dang street. Why?
yeah, I'm
don't-
not
they
arguing
don't
with
I
that.
don't. Yeah, I don't. Like, I see what you're talking
But
about
what's the
there. I don't know why
solution? I
they
mean-
had a
Well,
reason. I just don't know.
let's start by doing a better job managing the traffic. How
Can
about
you?
that?
What's the better job?
Let's take out those cones that they don't need.
Well,
Okay, but that
Let's
doesn't do anything
start
about
there.
parking.
No, it doesn't because that's just a
okay,
turn lane, right?
I guess you haven't been there, but it is hard to park with all those cones there.
Well,
No,
yes,
it's
he
always
is right.
been a
Yes,
little
it is.
tricky. It's always been a
Oh,
little.
I always park on the side because I don't like to back out into moving traffic.
Yeah, it is because
Okay.
the
So
cones being there, it is narrower.
It's been bad in the past, and now it's worse. So that's my point.
Right. Like, yeah. Again, this is no shock. We saw this coming. Like, this is a train that we've been looking down the barrel of this gun for 4 years. We knew it was going to get bad before it got better, and I mean, if somebody's got a solution, then cool. But
Take the cones out. How about that? There's
I
your
don't
solution.
know. I don't see that would actually. It's going to free up like 3 spots.
I don't think you really know what what we're.
Oh, I don't know what I'm
about.
talking about.
I don't think you know what we're talking about. 3 spots.
I don't
It's
see
the entire
cones.
downtown block.
It's not the entire. Okay, whatever.
It is literally the entire downtown.
I only
block.
walk down there every Wednesday. It's cool.
So what
You're
about
2 blocks away every Wednesday, but okay.
No, I'm not. I walk right down 2 blocks down on my feet, without driving, down to the tap house and have a beer.
So, other than the cones, I mean, is there any other parking restrictions? I mean, yes, we lost DT's parking lot.
We did lose 2.
but
two.
what about the parking spots along where the?
We lost all the parking lots downtown, all of them. We have no.
There's 2. There were 2, and now they're gone.
And
yeah.
now
Okay.
there's 0. Okay.
So what about the parking
So-
along the side of the other side of the pawn shop going towards 7th Street?
That's
is that
where I
all
always
being closed down
parked.
next?
So 50% of that's gone because the
Okay.
entire north side of the street is now closed.
Oh, I
Okay.
didn't park over
So-
on that side, but I would park
Yeah.
up against.
See,
the
I
other
would
side,
park where you're talking about, the north side of the street. That's where I would park.
you can't now.
Okay.
Because that's inside the construction fence. They have F. Is it? Yeah, they have F Street, like kind of 2/3. It was like a kind of a divided area. Now it's just they're using 2 of the 3 lanes. One of them
The
is
south part.
inside. Yeah.
What
can
about
be
the
used.
parking right there by the log cabin? Is that
That's
restricted? Is that still open?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's still there. That's the city hall parking, and yeah, you can. You're
No,
talking
I'm talking about
on
Heritage
the,
Park.
Yeah. That's still there.
Yeah, so when
Yeah.
if I drive down there, if instead of parking down at F and 6th,
Uh-huh.
I park on the outskirts of Heritage Park or up against Twisted Sister.
Okay. I got it.
Yeah. So I mean, they did away with a lot of the parking. They made the parking that's there much harder to get into. It is what it is. You're right. There's some level of we can't do a lot about it, but also whoever the city has managing this hasn't necessarily done as good a job as they
Probably
could.
the streets department, wouldn't it
They
be?
gave a
I
reason
don't
why
know.
they put those extra cones out, and I can't remember what they said, but they did. They gave a reason. Apparently, people had freaking hit stuff because
Was
nobody
that
knows how to freaking drive.
They're hitting all the cones. I can tell you that.
Well, apparently only essential people know how to actually drive, because it was real nice those 6 to 9 months when you would get out on the road and then there was nobody out there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gotten worse. The traffic here lately has just gotten absurd.
And
It's
DFW in
getting
general.
worse and worse. Yeah, Marnie. I mean, every day she's out. She's actually coming home early now because you just can't. After 3 o'clock, it's a shit show. Mm-hmm. Everywhere.
Well, that's why we like Midlothian. We're a little ways away from that, and if you can work it out to where you just stay in town.
You've been down 14th
it's
Street
great.
at 3 o'clock.
Oh,
It's
now that there's a
yeah.
school zone, yeah,
It's
it
getting
kind of
even
sucks.
worse.
Where's the school on 14th? Are you talking about
Gene
it?
Coleman.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait, that's
Excuse me,
that's
that's
a
on Hawkins
that,
Run.
that's a school zone.
There's a school zone from Hawkins Run south to just
like on 14th.
yeah.
Yeah.
14th slows
Yeah.
down to 20 miles an hour.
Yes.
Oh, good.
A major thoroughfare. Yes.
Major thoroughfare.
And it's on the map and everything.
Yeah.
Major thoroughfare.
Yeah, 14th Street, 663. Oh, just trying to exit 663, coming from Mansfield. Yeah, at 5 o'clock. I mean,
Yeah, and-
now it's backing
Oh,
all the
that's
way up to the
ridiculous.
bypass.
So when
Yeah.
we were in the little bond committee thing about that, they wanted to put in an exit at 14th Street. And I was like, nobody's taking freaking 14th Street. Everybody's turning
Yeah.
right on 663 because you just got through telling us that 75% of town lives south on 663.
No, 14th Street is the main thoroughfare now.
Well,
No, there's not that much traffic.
It's not
on
as
14th.
much. There is traffic. There's more than what you're letting on.
Okay, but relative to the next block over?
To 663, yeah.
it's
Get
there's
stuck
not that
behind
much
somebody
traffic.
doing 45 into 60.
Well, I can tell you there's a lot of traffic at the corner of 287 and 14th Street, and it's getting worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, no, there's definitely a lot of traffic there, and it
as
wants
they
to
open
back
up those
up
more
down the
neighborhoods.
freaking lane.
Yes, and they're
into
gonna
the highway.
Basically, it's going to go all the way down to 875 almost.
My favorite are the people that they're coming southbound on 287 Access Road between 663 and 14th, and they want to turn right to go southbound on 14th, and so they'll get on the shoulder and try and pass people. And the thing is, there's like a sidewalk there that you can't see. So I see people smashing their rockers on that thing all the time. And it's pretty funny.
Well, we were coming from Maypearl yesterday, and I passed 875, and John's like, "Hey, you missed your turn." I was like, "I'm not going that way to go to our house."
No.
And he's like, "Why?" And I was like, "Well, at this point, I'm ready to ram a bitch. I am not going that way."
The reason why I go down that way is because passing Gerdau, the 2 times I've been by there, I've gotten rock chips and broken roof on the Mach-E. And
Oh, how did that turn out?
Oh,
well, we got another one now.
Oh, going to the lake. Yeah, it's broke again.
He had his roof replaced, and then like a week later,
Yep.
a week later, got another rock in
On the
it.
wall.
Yeah, it looks like a nice little Starbright and then a
worse
rainbow.
The second time.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Huge rainbow.
These rock trucks, I mean,
Yeah.
and you can't do anything about it.
Because considered a road hazard, unless you get a cool video of it and send it to them and tell them they didn't secure the load very well.
Yeah. So I was in. I was. Tiffany and I were coming home from our office in Dallas when we worked there together, and I was, riding shotgun, and a rock came off of a landscaping trailer, like up into the windshield, and she pulled up next to it, and I got video of all these rocks like vibrating around on the trailer, so you could see all these loose rocks that they hadn't swept off. So the insurance company paid up eventually, so that was
No, they
nice.
did. They absolutely did.
You know the maximum fine for an unsecured load is $500. So if you say a piece of rebar falls off one of these metal trucks and
We
goes
saw
through your
this on the
windshield
news
and,
today.
and kills your kid, $500 maximum fine. That's it. $500.
A piece of rebar came off a landscaping trailer on 75 yesterday in Richardson, and this lady was on the news today, and it literally went up her nose and up her head. I mean, it could have killed her. It could have gone straight through her
She's
head.
very lucky.
Wait, she's not dead?
No, she was
Rebar
talking.
stabbed her in the face, and
Yes.
she's not dead.
Yeah,
Yes.
She was on Channel
okay.
5 tonight.
Well, thank God.
She had a hard
Is
time
her
talking
name
about it, but it
Phineas?
was on 75 up towards Plano.
Wow.
Yeah, these truckers are getting. They're not even getting bad. It's just there's so many of
Yes,
them,
yes.
and there's so little room because it's so congested in the first damn place, and it. Yeah, no, it like Sean with his rock to poor Bruce's
Right through his radiator.
through his radiator, just
Yeah.
perfectly placed.
Yeah,
Man,
I've-
$2,500.
I've got rocks through my. Well, it wasn't the radiator, but it was the air conditioning radiator
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah,
it
the
is.
condenser.
The
condenser, yeah.
The condenser coil.
So
Yeah.
what? Hey, so I saw there's going to be a public meeting coming up on 287. There's going to be another construction on the bypass. Do you know anything about this?
Cars, citizens advocating for road safety.
Okay, but what's this
haven't seen that
upcoming
yet.
project that's going to be like a 5-year project?
They're they're trying to get so TxDOT is doing some stuff, but what cars, citizens advocating for road safety, is trying to accomplish is basically getting 287 from Mansfield all the way down to Ennis turned into a freeway. Because right now, when you're coming into the north side of Midlothian on 287, it's basically a divided highway with cross traffic, right? And same thing once you get past the what we call the bypass, right?
Uh-huh.
You get through downtown, past the hospital, and it turns back into if you're heading south, going to Waxahachie, it turns back into a divided highway with cross traffic.
Right.
And so what one of the things CARS is trying to do is turn it into a freeway with proper entrances and exits and access roads and bridges over in it and under it and that sort of thing.
That's going to be fun.
Well, the that bridge that they put over Walnut Grove, that was actually relatively painless.
It was, but now, I mean, just wait until you do a major project like this.
Yeah, wait till these 2,400 houses down the street from us get built. Wait and see.
And then they're all trying to
people are
fight
going to
that
be
traffic.
dead.
But then you had
which is why we need to
but
get
the
this done
bypass
now,
was a
right?
very long project to get the bypass put in. So and that little stretch
yeah.
going through
Yeah.
Ennis, going towards Corsicana, that was a long project too.
Yeah.
So I don't see this being anything. It's going to be growing pains for a long time.
Nothing with TxDOT
I would like
is
you to
quick.
remember this.
TxDOT is one of the most dysfunctional government agencies that there is. Nothing happens quickly. Nothing happens when it should. And, frankly, it seems that nothing is efficient or cost effective.
I want you to remember that there will be growing pains, and it's going to suck for people, including the elderly.
Yes. Got it.
Are you referring to him?
No.
Okay.
I'm referring to there might be hard places to park.
Yeah, well,
there might be a few cones, and maybe inefficiently placed cones.
Well, you
Take note now.
Being that we're going to circle back to that. Being that I think that her business is down, I can make more efforts to go there.
Yeah,
Because a lot of times I just forget it's there. But really, I think longer hours would be so awesome because it would fit my timelines better.
Oh, I don't go because they don't have great hours. Like, those hours are not great for me at all.
Monday through Friday, breakfast and lunch. That's basically what you're getting.
Yeah,
Like,
but they shut down at
No
2.
dinners, no
Yeah.
weekends.
Is it
Yeah.
2 or 3?
2.
2 o'clock.
Yeah, and
I
they
mean,
said they chose it because they don't want to work long hours anymore. They're old enough.
I understand.
They
that.
got enough money.
Well, let's get some people in there that will.
Yeah, absolutely. Happy to do that.
Yeah,
Because the food is really good.
it is.
Really good. And I'd rather go there than some other.
I tell you what, they have got
places in
bacon
town.
locked down.
Oh yeah, their bacon's great.
Like I go to
I don't
different
remember.
places.
You just ain't had my bacon.
order. Well, whose fault is that?
Well,
Well, hey, if she starts inviting other men to
Hey.
to the house for breakfast, that's how she got me. So
That's
yeah.
fair. Okay.
I mean, we had this discussion before. I cooked him breakfast the first time he spent the night, and he's still here.
So I've
never left.
Never left.
I've eaten breakfast at any place in this town that serves breakfast, and bacon has been hit or miss. It's probably depending on the cook, honestly. Sometimes it's a little floppier, sometimes a little crispier, sometimes it's over crisp, whatever.
Yeah, but Waffle House.
What's your
bacon's always
perfect
the
bacon,
same.
Tim?
It's not like Waffle House is one of the worst as far as being inconsistent. I'll tell you what.
Well, no, their bacon's perfect every time. I've never had a problem
never
with
had
bacon.
Well,
Have
But
you?
I've only been like
Now-
twice.
No, well,
now
yeah,
Kim and
okay.
Jenny's bacon is perfect, and that may just be because Jenny's back there cooking everything.
What's your
she?
perfect bacon, Tim?
Crispy, like fully crispy, but not.
burnt.
Yeah, not dry, crispy to where it's dried out and to where like if you were to accidentally drop it, it would shatter.
Oh.
But definitely,
You want
fully
all the
crispy.
fat cooked,
Yeah,
and when you pick up a piece of bacon, you like it to still be
needs
straight.
To be rigid.
See,
Yes.
that's how I cook bacon.
Okay. Well,
He said rigid.
Thank you. I went,
I've been over here trying not to laugh because Tiffany's making all these faces when I'm talking about floppy and rigid and all that, and she's just,
Well, I mean, I like my bacon stiff, so
that is what she
all right,
said. That's what
yeah.
she said.
Okay.
NSFW. And it doesn't even work.
Okay. All right. There we go. Okay, Beavis.
Oh, man. Rob, we miss you. We miss you, Rob.
Yeah, Rob, come back soon. So, speaking of, Father's Day is coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, there's free chicken sandwiches at Chick-fil-A
Yeah.
I heard. That's what I heard.
on Father's
Okay,
Day.
in all seriousness, thank you for all the fathers who are there and putting it in for their kids. I mean, there are a lot of absentee fathers, across the country, but for those, special shout out to adoptive fathers. I tell you what, you want to be top notch in my book, you adopt somebody.
Or be a step parent because that's a hard job too.
It is.
Raising another person's child
It
is
is
very
a hard
difficult.
job. It is. Oh, it's a very hard job. Absolutely.
Amen to
100%.
that.
That's probably the hardest. If I was to be honest with you, I mean, it's probably the hardest position to be put into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So, I mean, I believe
takes a
you.
lot of patience.
I haven't had to deal with that myself, but I do appreciate all the fathers out there that are sacrificing and putting work into their kids. So, thank you for that.
Cheers to you guys.
If you guys are in town, horrible segue, but Battle Axes
Oh, free throws for dads.
Yeah. Dads throw free for an hour. They are down there off of 875.
Yeah, behind the-
in Midlothian.
By the Dollar General.
Yeah, behind the Dollar General.
What is it with Dollar General?
Oh, you should watch Car Girl, CJ the Car Girl on TikTok. I'll send you some. She's got some good stuff.
It's not just her.
She does it.
people-
We have a good
I've
we have a
seen-
good friend that says Dollar General.
Yeah. No,
I think it's
I
just
don't
a
know.
southern. Old
She's from
people.
Arkansas.
How do you get General out of General?
How do you
know,
get like?
lots of it.
How do you get like? What is it?
How do you get bless your heart
Alvoid.
is FU? I mean, seriously.
Oh no,
yeah,
that's
so-
different. That's just being nice. Now, how do you get
Bless your heart,
Alvoid
Tim.
out of Alvord? I mean,
That's fair. Italy.
you've never heard Alvoid? Now, Italy makes sense because that's
Yeah.
phonetics.
Yeah.
But
Alvoid?
Alvoid.
Alvoid, Texas.
But battle
Alvord.
axes behind
Right,
the
you're
Dollar
right.
General.
Is it a silent
Dads
R?
throw
I
free
guess.
on Father's Day.
And you change it to an I.
Yeah.
Oh wow, it's Alvord. I thought.
Not if you live there.
Oh, okay.
2 p.m. to 10 p.m.
What you
I'm
think
sorry,
are their
we're
hours?
stomping on you there.
No,
aren't we?
it's fine. It's like,
Hey, you know,
I don't own battle axes.
Hey,
I'm just
if you've
trying to
never-
get the dads hooked up.
If you've never thrown axes, I mean, it is hilarious.
It is fun.
It's a great time.
Yeah.
And
I
you
suck at
would
it.
think it's physically demanding, but
She
it's
does
really
suck at
not.
it, but it is fun.
It's all
It
about
is
the timing of the
physically-
release. I mean, it's really fun.
Oh, we hoisted one up when we were in Minnesota without you. We threw some axes
With
at the Mall of
Manda?
America. Yeah, with Manda.
Let's go Max. Let's go axe throwing. I think we need a team building
A
exercise.
team building exercise.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's invite some of the people that hate us too. Maybe we can build bonds with them as well.
Oh, speaking of inviting people that hate us, did you want to put that offer out there?
What? Oh yeah, to all you haters out there. You know what? You know, I know everybody has their opinion about what's right, what's wrong, who's an asshole, who's not an asshole. But if you would like to come on the podcast, you have an open mic anytime. Just send us a message. Let us know when you want to be here and what. And
Anytime is
and
a
you-
little stretch. Like, I have to schedule the program out.
Okay, well, we'll schedule it out, but we would love to have you on. And I can tell you, I promise that we will be good. I won't assault you verbally, mentally.
He won't say
I
fuck.
mean,
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Anybody who actually
That-
knows us
can't make that promise.
knows that's
And,
not.
and it's going to be,
you know.
we usually have snacks. We have anything you want to drink. And, it's a
Let
good
it or
time.
unleaded.
And you know what? You
Legitimately, all
may.
the
Yeah.
things.
And you
I'll
may-
even let you have some of my Waterloo.
Yeah, and you may come in hating us and leave liking us and vice versa. We may hate you coming in, but end up we could be best friends when you leave because it's happened.
Yeah.
We have this table has mended fences.
Sure.
It really has.
Absolutely.
I've had people in here I didn't like, and when they
Yeah.
left, I really liked them.
Oh yeah, 100%. I don't know what you're talking
absolutely.
about.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
We've had guests on the show that
Multiple times now.
So
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to apologize.
And not just John. Not just John. Like
Yeah.
we all have opinions, different opinions
Some more
on
than others.
no
And
matter who it is.
yeah,
We
shut up,
like
Tim.
different
Shut up,
people.
Tim.
Okay.
I'm actually, and you're going to talk here in a second.
All right, Tim.
But I'm actually going to backtrack to the first of this episode, and I'm going to apologize, which I don't ever do. But
Bullshit. You
the
apologize all the
non-narcissist in
time.
me is going to apologize, and please, whoever I offended, I'd like to reach out to you and say I'm sorry for what I said, and come on the show, please. I think it'd be
That's
So
great.
you need to write that in the comments because people are now going to have to go 45 minutes in to
But
get to this.
So I'm gonna correct John on something. He says he never apologizes.
Oh, he always
Oh,
apologizes.
man, he is.
I've got a rep to protect.
Okay, sorry. I
Rep-
won't.
rep-
I won't
let
tell
me see if I can
everybody.
talk. Rep to protect.
Yeah, I won't tell everybody how
Street creds.
you actually really care about other people.
Yeah, and I'm an
apologize
asshole,
when
and
you
I'm
feel
a
like you might be
narcissist,
wrong.
and
Yeah.
I never admit when I'm wrong.
Yep.
Never.
Okay.
How dare you laugh? So
All
anyway,
right. So
anyway, what else
the
is going on?
Tuesday the 20th. They're doing a special meeting at 11
Oh,
a.m.
yeah.
just to adopt the votes. Basically, you'll
Yeah.
see the city said they're going to
Hey,
canvass the votes.
they
you know,
got the
but-
votes.
Yeah.
Okay, what is this canvas thing?
They
Okay,
just-
they
I heard-
say it every time.
I was reading on Facebook, and someone put another post out there, talking about canvas.
Canvassing the votes.
It can be a couple different things, but in this case, what they're talking about is just the city council gets together and adopts the results. They say, "Yep, okay."
It's
you know,
literally like a 20-second.
yeah, it's
They call it order, they vote,
yeah,
they're
the,
done.
The election judges basically certify the votes, and the city council rubber stamps it.
Oh, for who's coming in?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Alan Moorman got
Okay.
about 2/3 of the votes. And so the city council, the existing city council as it stands without Alan, is going to just say, yep, we acknowledge that these votes happened.
There may not even be a full city council.
what
there.
was
It's
it-
a
what
quorum.
was it
It'll be
co-
just a quorum.
Because it'll just be 11. It'll be 11 a.m.
Okay, so
and
we
some
did-
of them might be off working.
We shared a Facebook a screenshot grab of something controversy today about it had the canvassing thing in there.
What?
What was that about?
Hold on, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, well it was just that's what we're talking about now.
I know,
Oh.
but there was some controversy about it, and I don't understand
Was
what.
there?
Well,
the-
it's some people didn't understand the word canvas.
yeah.
Okay, okay.
Most
that's
people
what it was.
understand the word canvas to mean like soliciting for votes, but it can also mean to certify votes.
Gotcha. Okay, that's what I want to
Yep.
cleared up.
Yep,
Okay.
and this is something I've kind of taken issue with, and Tiffany and I think, although we've kind of discussed parts of it in the past, I won't speak for her, but I think we're kind of the same mind. It's the city, when it does stuff, they have obligation to, the lawyers write the agendas and use fancy terms that nobody understands and things like that. But
Point of order: the city secretary writes the agenda.
no, okay, we love you, Tammy. I don't want to shortchange Tammy. Like Tammy is actually an excellent help when you need it, and she is hardworking. We love her. But when you get the agenda, you look through there and it doesn't say really what's going on. As an example, the KFC in town. Okay, it's halfway down Main Street. Everybody knows where KFC is. I had something else that I was appearing in front of the council for at the time, but I was there on the day that the KFC was getting approved by the council. Okay, they need the special use permit because they have the drive-through.
Drive-through.
Right?
Ugh.
Yep. Okay. So in the agenda, the words Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC Fried Chicken, nothing
They
is in
put
there.
a little bit of a blurb, but it's just enough to wet your whistle.
No, there's no acknowledgement of what it actually is. It was, agenda to adopt, approval for building at such and such.
Yeah,
yada, yada,
it'll
yada.
say,
So,
yeah.
But here's the thing: we want people to get involved with the city. That's not how you
So
do
then
it.
they need to skip the agenda and go to the packet.
Okay, no, what they need to do is have somebody writing in plain English what's going on so people will know. They don't need to be putting out things about canvassing votes. They need to say, hey, we're having a special meeting that, we're going to adopt the results
I don't
from
think you're going to get that changed.
No, I don't think I am either, because I don't think that's, what the city's about, and I want it to be like that. I want the city to speak a language that people understand. I want them to talk the way that will interest people, and they just don't.
Well,
Okay.
It's fine to post that in the official
Sure.
agenda and whatever,
Uh-huh.
but on the Facebook post where you're trying to get people's attention.
Yeah,
That's fair.
And the Facebook post does not, satisfy that legal requirement for notification, right? It has to
Right.
be in the newspaper or whatever.
So
it is.
what does it say?
Come on, guys, it's
Oh, yeah, they just
2023.
copy
It's
pasted.
exactly
yeah.
what the agenda says.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, kind of. It's paraphrased, but yeah.
So there's no concern for getting people involved or even speaking in a way they can understand. And this is just an example. It's everything. You take every agenda, every announcement, everything, and it's they're talking their own language, and then they go, well, why aren't people more involved? Well, they don't know what's going on because you don't kind of tell them.
Well, I don't necessarily think that they're trying not to. It's just I wasn't confused by canvassing because I read between the lines.
Sure.
I got context clues from it 6 years ago.
Okay, yeah,
and,
and
been using the same.
you also basically have a part-time job keeping up with the city.
Well, no, I get
You
it.
spend
No,
like
I'm
20
not.
hours a week trying to figure out what they're
Not
doing.
this year. I haven't. But the whole point is that they are. I didn't have a problem because I read between the lines. But what I'm trying to say,
you're the exception.
what I'm trying to say is that they are so in their world that they may not realize that. I don't think they're
That's
trying
my
to do
point.
it. Well, no,
Yeah.
because you're saying that they're intentionally trying not
No,
to.
I never said that. I said this
They
is
don't
what
want
they're
to.
doing.
You said they don't want to. Several times. They don't want to.
Well, okay, maybe they don't want to. I mean, okay, we know who it is that puts these announcements out. Is she not, why isn't she speaking a different language that people understand?
She just may not realize. So it's something we can bring to her attention. Again, it's not something that I thought that people didn't understand, so I don't know why she wouldn't. So I mean, I absolutely agree that if you're at least in the social media post that
Well,
you should like make it a little bit more clear.
I'm just saying, if you're, and we've heard Justin Kaufman say this on the show. We've heard everybody who comes on the show say this. Oh, we want more people to get involved. Well, stop talking over their head. If you want people to get involved, say, hey, we're voting on the KFC. And so maybe somebody will speak up and be like, we don't need another chicken place. I mean, I'm like, bring it. I love fried chicken.
Can you do it again?
Why do we not have a Popeyes?
Exactly.
Hey, what does Tractor Supply have for sale?
We did
speaking
have
of
a
chickens?
Popeyes. It went under.
It wouldn't now.
No, it wasn't Popeyes. It was Churches.
I thought we had a Popeyes inside the Ninth Street Exxon.
That was Churches.
Yeah, that was
It was Churches. I thought it was
Yeah.
Popeyes at one point. And we had a
No,
Popeyes at
no,
one point.
I don't think we've ever had a Popeyes.
I don't think Popeyes would go out of business here.
Hold on.
I don't think we've
I'm
ever
not
had a
fan,
Popeyes.
though.
A KFC went out of business and came back.
Yes.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
A couple times, actually,
I think
I think.
Churches came and left.
We need a Cane's.
Okay.
I can't eat it. So
Bojangles would be good,
They
too.
have naked wings.
what's the point? It's made out of chicken breast. Chicken breast is the driest piece of the chicken.
Oh yeah, she doesn't like chicken
Nope.
breasts.
It just grows in your mouth the more you chew it.
Yep.
No, thank you.
I like dark meat.
Thank you. Me too.
When I go to
Well,
Popeyes,
to-
I get a 2-piece thigh and leg.
To steal
Yes.
your line from earlier, you've just never had my chicken breast.
no,
That's right.
No, it doesn't matter. Hers
No,
is
you're a
also
hater.
terrible.
No, it's not.
It suffers from the same affliction.
Yeah.
She keeps saying that and then hasn't proven it to me.
No,
every
if I-
time she's like, well, something went wrong. And I'm like, no, it couldn't have gone wrong 10 times in a row.
Well, y'all won't be able to have my homemade fried chicken or chicken strips
Okay.
because
You dredge
I
and
soak
dredge
them in. Yes, I dredge them, but I
We could
soak
dredge them in
in
soy milk.
Ew.
I don't. You just use it
But I
as a
do-
binder.
But I
Use egg.
do soak the chicken in Tabasco, and that's Popeyes.
That's delightful.
That's their like
Secret sauce.
Yes,
Right,
I do the same
speaking
with
of
chicken
secret
fried
sauce.
steak and pork chops.
Sean, get on that, please. You know we buy
He's not
Frank's.
listening to us.
We
No.
buy Frank's by the half gallon. No, we do. We buy Frank's by the half gallon.
I know, but you need
put
to
that
do
shit on
Tabasco
everything?
to soak it in the
Legitimate.
meat to do it.
No, I get it. Hi, Georgie.
Not little Georgie.
Oat milk. Yeah. Hey,
Oat milk
Sean
is-
said oat milk would be great too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, oat milk is good.
Yes, it's just all it is a binder for your
Okay.
breading. So
Oh, I guess he wants up here.
well.
well, y'all
it is
bring me some
time.
oat milk, and I'll dredge
get
y'all
that.
some chicken fried steak
Tiffany,
and fried pork
Tiffany,
chops.
We have
take-
anything else before we
No.
wind
I
out?
won't put the egg in there.
I don't.
Okay.
I think we
Egg's
got
fine.
everything. We covered
Egg
pretty
is
much
fine?
everything.
Egg is fine. Egg is not dairy.
Oh yeah. No.
It's kept in the dairy section, but it's not
Yeah.
dairy.
We could have a
Yeah.
whole
That's
episode
true.
on
It
this
doesn't
thing.
come from a cow.
Well, yeah.
Come from a.
I always
Big
tell
old
people.
chicken.
It come from a mammal.
I even tell people like think of it in the kosher sense. If I can eat it kosher, then we're good. Because dairy and meats can't mix in kosher.
No, I
Like-
don't know that.
Oh yeah, you can't. Like they'll keep separate fridges, separate sinks, separate utensils.
Dishwashers.
Oh,
Yeah, separate dishwashers, everything. So like, but eggs are parv neutral.
I don't have any allergies, so I didn't know that.
Oh, that's not even an allergy thing. That's a Jewish thing.
Oh,
Well, take us home, Tiffany. Let's wind
All
it
right.
down.
come on with it.
Thank you for joining us while we talked about all the drama in Midlothian today.
And happy Father's Day.
It's the least celebrated holiday next to Halloween.
I
What?
feel that.
Yeah, 100%.
My,
It is
yeah.
the day with the most collect calls made.
From prison?
Georgie wanted to say,
And on that note,
wants to say bye.
Oh, but
Oh, he just
Oh,
said bye.
say bye, buddy.
have a great day.
Peace, guys. We'll take it
We're out.
Bye.